This might be the most frustrating update ever in Blox Fruit's history. It got released this Saturday, and now everything has been changed, like new buffs, new nerfs, and new adjustments. And oh my god, this update literally want me to grow my hair out from here, like grow my bald spot hair out so I can pull them out again. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Blox Fruits patch update. The things I liked, the things I didn't like, the things I want to run headfirst into a brick wall with. So let me just give you some context. This is the brand new Blox Fruits blog, the patch update blog for everything that has been changed. Over 100 things has been changed in this update. And for the record, some of these changes has been well deserved. For example, the dog buff. So I found this tier list right here, and I'm going to be ranking the buffed fruits from not deserved, kinda deserved, and deserved. So let's start with the dog fruit. So if you see over here, the dog fruit Z no longer self-stun, range increased by 25%, and so meaning that you can't be self-stunned with the Z move. Also, the X will now break instinct, and lag has been decreased by 25%. Hitbox increased by 15% when fully held. Stun duration on the final hit increased by 15%. Cast time decreased by 25%, and lag decreased by 25%, travel speed increased by 20%. So meaning that now you cannot get self-stun. Like you cannot get self-stun with the dog food now. So yeah. So low key this might be a I'll put dog fruit as deserved, because this fruit literally deserved the buff, because it used to be so mid and so trash that this fruit literally deserved a buff. Whoever thought of this idea, that's a good idea, to buff the dog fruit. Now it's all downhill from here. And now next up is the dough fruit buff. Low-key, this fruit didn't even needed a buff. It was so overpowered. I don't know why the devs buffed this fruit, like, but this thing was so overpowered. Like, how is this balancing? So the Z tap hitbox increased by 15%, Z hold travel speed increased by 20%, hitbox size increased by 15%. X1 hit lag decreased by 20%, hitbox size increased by 20% on both variants. Hitbox size increased by 25%, stun duration increased by 40%! And the V maximum hold duration increased from 3 seconds to 4 seconds. Cast time increased by 20%. And I'm gonna put Dough in the not deserved category. This fruit did not deserve a buff. It was so overpowered. Like this fruit was so overpowered. It did not deserve a buff. I don't know why the devs buffed the Dough fruit. Like it's so overpowered. Like this fruit is so overpowered. There's no counter to defeat this fruit. Like there was literally no counter. You can't trick this fruit. You can't escape combo this fruit. This fruit is so overpowered. I don't know why the devs buffed the fruit. Also, the Dragon Hybrid also got a buff. It's only like one move. The X now breaks instinct and hitbox increased by 20%. You know where this goes. Yeah. Yeah, no complaints, no complaints. Now this is where things get interesting. So next up we have the Ego fruit. Like this fruit got a buff. The Z and lag decreased by 20%, and the wind up decreased by 45%. Travel speed increased by 25%. Hitbox increased by 20%. Stun duration increased by 30%, and flight speed increased by 30%. And also the fly meter drain increased while flying with a gun or sword equipped. This is a kind of a nerf. So I'll put the ego fruit in a, what's it called, kind of deserved. Like the fruit kind of deserved the buff. Like this fruit used to be like a little bit overpowered, like before the buff, and now it got buff. I think it's kind of deserved. I don't know. And now next up is the fiend fruit, and this fruit, oh boy, this fruit is gonna get controversial. You might know as fiend as it came out the new Valentine's update. Like 3 months ago. I don't know when it was like Valentine's Day, but this fruit literally got buffed. Like the Z, C, F, and O damage increased by 17%. And yeah, so his fruit got buffed. And Loki, this fruit didn't even needed a buff. But this fruit didn't even need a buff. It's so overpowered. Like the fiend is so spammy. It's so spammy. It's literally the Yeti mutation, and the Yeti. Oh, but the Yeti's gonna come after. Like that's gonna be controversial. Although the Fiend and Yeti is not here because it's our old tier list. It came out in T-Rex update. But yeah, I would put Yeti and Fiend over here as the not deserved. So yeah, because this fruit does not deserve a buff. Like it was so overpowered back then. Now this is where it gets interesting because the flame fruit actually got a buff, even the gas and the ghost. And the flame fruit literally needed a buff because this fruit is so trash, like so outdated, so trash. And this fruit literally needs a buff. And Loki, this buff might have changed how the fruit actually works. The travel speed increased by 40%, cost time decreased by 30%, travel speed increased by 30% on the V move, and the X move and the F cooldown decreased by 20%. And you know where this goes, like literally, you know where this goes. This goes over here because it's kind of like deserve, like this fruit literally deserves a what's it called, a buff. It really deserves a buff, and love it go buff. And Loki kind of overpowered now, but yeah. Now next up is the gas fruit, and the Z transformed hitbox increased by 15%. The C damage increased by 30% and charge time reduced by 30%. Now, I don't know about gas. I love gas so much. This is my main fruit. I love this fruit so much. But for this fruit to get buffed, it's kind of like, it's kind of like overpowered. Why are you buffing this fruit? It's so overpowered, or like literally so spammy. It's like the next Buddha fruit. So do I think it would deserve a buff? Probably not, because this fruit does not deserve a buff. It's so overpowered back then. Although guess is not here for like the Fiend and the Yeti, but I will put it over here as the not deserved category. Now this is where things get interesting because the ghost actually got interesting buff. So the Ghost C cast time decreased by 15%, sun duration increased from 1 second to 1.2 second, rage increased by 15%, knockback decreased by 30%, and F cast time decreased by 50%. Also, this is actually interesting on the VMO. There's something new on the VMO. Summon ghosts are receiving a major ability upgrade and can now mirror sword abilities, meaning that if you're like using a CDK, if you like summon the Ghostbusters, it can also do a CDK. This is literally triple CDK. You can do like 3 attacks of CDK at once while you're hitting it. It's literally like having triple CDK. And now it's same with the Dogblade. Like you can literally mimic the abilities of triple Dogblade with the 3 Ghostbusters. This is actually insane. So that's a way to get free triple Dogblade. Just go get Ghost Fruit, summon the Ghostbusters, and use Dogblade. That's how to get triple Dogblade. Lol. And now this fruit actually got fun, so I'm gonna put it as deserved. It deserved the buff. Now this is where it gets frustrating because the ice fruit also got a buff, and this buff changed the fruit forever. So the buff says that X now breaks instinct. Hitbox size increased by 25%. Travel speed increased by 60%. And now this is where it gets interesting. The V move is now usable in the air. Now you can use the V move in the air, which is crazy. So now I'll put the ice fruit as in the deserved category. Well, this fruit deserved the buff. I know it used to be, actually no, I'll put it here. Kinda deserved. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. Also, chat, I do have time to go through the buff, but I read all of the buffs from all of the fruits, and oh boy, this is gonna break the game forever. Like, literally, everything has changed. Everything how block should work has changed. It's not gonna be way frustrating than usual, chat. It's gonna be way frustrating than usual. So what was summary of the patch update on Bloxfruit? I would say like, bro, this update literally was like the most frustrating update. Literally, this update is like the most frustrating update I've ever seen in Bloxfruit history. Like half of the mythical fruits got buffed. Like why are you buffing the mythical fruits? Like that fruits are so overpowered. Like why are you buffing the mythical fruits? And yeah, literally. So yeah, this update is gonna bring like more frustration in Bloxfruit. Like this update was the most annoying update of all time. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video. I need to get therapy after this.